everyone. It's been a while and I've been in a deep process myself, both moving to a different continent and also moving to a different continent within myself. So I felt inspired today for the first time in a long time to even use words, as more and more of this world becomes vibrational. Words just sort of seems redundant in many ways in this incredible overflow of information and teachings and gurus and retreats and everything that is being offered, which is in many ways are beautiful, but in some ways it's kind of distracting people from what we really have to focus on, which is turning our focus inward and dealing and facing with being human in a physical body, and to really integrate all of the knowledge into our own being. And this whole process is actually not about learning new things. It's more about remembering what we already know inside. So today even though I'm always talking to the collective and anyone who wants to listen, today I'm kind of inviting all of those who's been on the journey for a while, for those who have been in this for quite a few years, to really just take a breath with me, to just take a breath and connect to that infinite source of wisdom that you have inside, that doesn't need anything but a reminder. All it needs is a frequency, it's a vibration that fires your own codings, your own knowing, and allowing that to permeate your whole being and just kind of replace all of the stories, all the thought patterns, all of the behavioral patterns. At some point, it just gets a bit boring to just repeat all the same loops that we've been telling ourselves, and that has reappeared in our lives on and on and on. And just to use that in-breath and that connection to that true essence, and that to allow that to be your guiding light and your direction and your focus in your everyday life. Because it is about making those tough choices and those priorities, and having the courage to be bold and brave and fearless and real and honest and kind and compassionate, and using that discernment that we have been given, this divine skill of discerning between what is what, and recognizing when people and situations are reappearing in our lives that we already know how to respond to, but still somehow we find ourselves getting hooked back. And at this time, it's not necessary anymore. We are more than ever being invited to take those quantum leaps. And today is a full moon. I am not very connected to the moon, but I work and operate from the sun. However, the moon affects our third dimensional planet. So sometimes I make these transmissions on special days just because people are a little bit more vigilant, a little bit more paying attention to what is moving. And so, but what is happening with the sun, Solaris, is so amazing. We have frequencies coming through the sun and coming also from the sun, that has the purpose, it holds a potential to activate you and your crystalline heart and your original blueprint, what you came here to be, and which frequency you came here to offer. And so I invite you all to just take that deep breath in and tune into that vibration. Who you came here to be, beyond all the stories and narratives and patterns and all the stuff that is just keeping you hooked and locked in a realm of this reality that isn't really complementary to you anymore. And realizing that it doesn't take that much effort except the presence and the dedication to say stop every time you find yourself going out on the sidelines, just observing yourself. I'm taking a little detour now. That's okay. And then coming back. It's like a business who has a vision, We have a vision when we do business so that we can allow ourselves to be open for inspirations that might enhance the path. But in the end, when we created that business, we knew where we wanted to go, and using that same vision, or the vision that is for your life and for your presence here on planet Earth right now, using that vision to all the time get you back on track so that you don't spend much time, energy, resources, and focus on a lot of things that doesn't really have anything to do with your path at this point. It might have been very helpful in the earlier years and earlier on your path, because we had to learn so much and we had to be reminded of so many things. But for many of us at this point, it's all about letting all of those stories go, letting all of that old paradigm that we used to feed into, to let it go and to allow that space to be created inside for the new to come forth, because that is how we create the new earth and the new humanity, creating ourselves first, recreating ourselves first. And it can be done with quite effortlessness at this time, because we've already done so much work with ourselves and releasing and becoming aware of all those things that we held on to that didn't really serve us that well, but that also taught us a lot of lessons. So it's all beautiful. It's just a matter of letting it go with grace and ease, and allowing for more harmony and new creation and excitement and adventure, and something that is completely new. It's like not being built on those old the old way of doing things, or like anything that you already know. What we are being invited to create now is something completely different. And I don't even know, but I have a sense of it and I have visions of it. And I know what we're not supposed to build upon. And it's those new earth templates that are the solid foundation. It's those skills, divine skills, and those qualities to build our vibrational foundation on. And from that space, that is where we're going to create what is coming. But it's really, really important to have full trust, like 100% whole body, full trust in ourselves, in the mission and the vision that we came here to realize and materialize and create through our vibration, and to just really do it now and to gain the momentum. Because the more of us that do this, the faster and more powerful it will be. It will be like this incredibly profound and solid movement that just pulls forward, even though the world is collapsing around us, which it has to. Everything that we knew, everything that we built upon before has to be radically changed and in many cases collapse. And there's like, it's just as much beauty in that as an eruption of a volcano, or like Mother Earth in all of her forms, recreating herself. So with that, I'm gonna leave you already at 10 minutes, but take a breath during your day and refocus and connect only vertically. You know, you're a pillar of light all the way down to the crystalline core of Mother Earth and all the way up direct to source. And from there, we spread our vibration horizontally.